tribe, what's up? I haven't done an empath video for a long time. So in this video, let's talk about the greatest downfall of an empath. And what I mean is, what is the greatest mistake you're making being an empath? What really holds you back? Okay, but it comes down to one thing. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about this one thing, and we're going to talk about what you should be doing to get better results in your life. Okay. Now, walk with me and talk with me here, because let's see what the living room is doing. Okay, I have to turn on the lights. Now, one of the things, what you have to understand would be an empath. Let's do some basics here as I turn the lights on. Is now, remember, as an empath has two superpowers. Okay? Now, the first superpower an empath has, they have a very, very heightened intuition. Okay, and they can feel things. You understand? You have a gut feeling about a lot of things. Now, you might not listen to your intuition all the time. That's a whole nother talk. But you have a very heightened intuition, okay? Now, the second superpower an empath has, which really goes along with intuition, kind of why you have a heightened intuition, is you can feel other people's energy, my friends, okay? And let me give you some basic examples really fast. Like when you walk in a room and when you're around people, you can feel if they're happy, sad, angry, okay? But you see, it doesn't stop there, okay? Is what ends up happening when I say you feel other people's energy, what you end up doing is you actually take on that energy like you're going through it yourself. Do you understand? Okay, let me give you another example of what I mean. Okay? Okay, now let's say you're at work, your boss loves you, okay? You don't know why your boss loves you, but your boss loves you, okay? You get along with your boss great. But your friend, your best friend, works at your job also. But your best friend, your boss hates. You understand? So, when your best friend, you get together, and your best friends, kind of ranting and raving about the boss. Okay. So what do? You end up, even though you get along with your boss great, you end up taking their problem and you make it your problem. Okay. Then it doesn't stop there. Then what you end up doing is you go to work and you start having problems with your boss, or you go to work and you confront your boss because how he's treating your friend. You understand? Okay. Now, I'm not saying if that's right or wrong, but what I'm really pointing out is what you really have to understand is with an empath is you feel other people's energy, but you really absorb their energy and you make it your own, even though you're not the one really going through that issue, okay? So now, let's go into the whole point of this video. The whole point of this video, what is the biggest downfall of an empath? Okay, the biggest downfall of an empath is what I just told you. The biggest downfall of what you're doing is you're absorbing other people's energy. You're making it your own. You have to understand, when you make it your own, listen, you manifest at that level. Listen, guys, it's not even your shit, and you're bringing other people's shit into your life. That's exactly what you're doing. How do you fix this? Okay. You know how you fix it? You stay in your own lane. You stay in your own lane. Listen, this is hard to do for an empath. Okay, this is going to take some great awareness from you to do. You might even feel mean and bad for doing it, but you gotta stay in your own lane. You gotta let other people's shit be their shit. You understand? That's what you gotta work on. You gotta work on focusing on you and only you. That's what you gotta do, my friends. And not to turn this video into a story lesson, okay? This is what I just did. This is what I thought about this video. I know I'm in Thailand, by the way. We're up in Surin, Thailand. This is northern Thailand. And we just got back from the store. And but while we were driving to the store on the motorbike, Ang told me that they changed Thai law. So now Thai law is you got to, like, both, you're riding on a motorbike, the driver and the passenger have to wear helmets. It's Thai law, okay? And when she told me this, I was like, okay. But my mind, my empath self went into the gutter. You know, I started thinking like, oh, wow, I bet Thai police are going to start pulling over for long now. You know, they only want to pull over for long, innocent for long, that don't know the law, while they let Thai locals zip by them with no helmet. You understand? Okay. No, listen to what I'm doing. Okay, besides focusing on myself, besides focusing on I'm doing the right thing, I'm wearing a helmet, I got my Thai license, you know, I'm doing everything legal, okay? Focus on me. So what I started doing, I started slipping into being an empath again, is going outside of myself, and even though I don't know the people, is, you know, almost start what other people's issues are around the topic I just gave you, around Thai law, okay, them changing, you have to wear a helmet, is if other people don't want to listen and obey, if they get pulled over, no matter if the Thai police are wrong or right, no matter if they focus on for long, whatever, that's their shit. It's not mine. It's not mine to fix it, okay? How I fix myself is I pay attention to myself. You know, I stay in my lane. Okay, I worry about me. I worry about Chad. Okay, and I know from you watching this video, I know some of you are going to really struggle with that. Some of you are really going to struggle with, well, Chad, you got to care about people. What you understand? I can't get the words out of my mouth. And what you have to understand is that's that empathic self, is because you're so used to your energies going all over the place. Okay, you want to take care of people, you like people, you want people to do the best thing. Okay, but the way you really help people is you got to help yourself first. Okay, you got to stay in your lane. I know I sound like a robot, but you got to stay in your lane first. You got to master yourself first before you help other people. Let me say this, okay, as we wrap up this video. I think about this a lot. How you help other people, you want to know how to help other people in this realm, okay, in almost any realm, you know, is you help other people by you letting them deal with their own shit and they figure it out for themselves. You understand? That's really how you help other people. Like, other people have to step up in their life and help themselves, okay? I'm not saying you can never reach out to people, you can never help people, but the main way you help somebody is by letting them figure it out for themselves. You understand? It's the same way about money, okay? How you help somebody around money and finances isn't always rescuing them and giving them money, is letting them figure it out for themselves, letting them, you know, work their way out of it, okay? Because usually, like, if you're wealthy, that's what wealthy has figured out. They're the ones that work themselves out of it. They're the ones that invested in themselves and personal development to try to figure this stuff out. You know, you can't, in one essence, you can't rescue other people, because lots of times when you try to rescue other people, you're really holding them to that current self because they're not learning how to get out of it themselves. Okay, so as an empath, that you got to let people deal with their own shit so they learn. So they learn what they're doing, okay? Until they really see it for themselves, they're going to stay exactly where they are. Once they see it, once they become aware of it, that's when they change. Okay, my friends? But other than that, I just want to share that with you guys. I haven't done an empath video for a while. I kind of miss doing empath videos because I'm an empath. And as we end this, remember, when you're an empath, it's not about not having this superpower. It's learning to control your superpower. You see in this video, in the beginning of the video, those two things are your superpower: your intuition and and you feel energy around you. That's your superpower. But you just have to learn to control your superpower. If you can't control your superpower, guess what? Your superpower controls you. And if you let your superpower control you, it controls you to the negative. You got to control it, my friends. But other than that, tribe, now let's go back in the office. Let's wrap this baby up. Comment below if you have questions on this, and I'll help you out. Other than that, remember, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.